Mike Barrel here to entertain you with the help of Roy Orbiston. It's over! It's over! It's over! It's over! I'm no Roy Orbiston, but that's the best I got. Okay. I don't know how quick these videos are going to post. It may take a couple days, but anyways, I just made one. I gotta make another one. This one's probably going to be longer. No more go along to get along. No more. No more go along to get along. It's time for political castration of the current administration. And I don't mean Joey. His family has been thoroughly castrating that poor boy for years. Probably degloved, too. Yeah. I hope when I'm old, my family, if I have a family, I hope when I'm old, my family's not this selfish. God, I mean, let the guy live the last years of his life in dignity. God, even Carter, the failed Carter administration, even Carter got to do that. But of course, we know now that Biden is not stepping down. He's trying to assert whatever manhood he has left, which ain't much. You know that my patriot heart fluttered. A flutter. That's a hard feeling to come by now. It came by pretty easy when I was a kid, but I gotta say, when Trump put his fists up in the air and said, "Keep fighting." Initially when I saw that, I was on my break working at the store. I was on my break and I was looking at Benny something or other, made a video short about it. That was the first time I saw the actual clip of the shots and the thing and all that. I thought Trump was looking at the shooter and saying, "Hey," but no. Benny said right away, it says, "Keep fighting, fight, keep fight." Yeah. Yeah, but that whole patriot heart thing, that's the thing that the current administration says we the people cannot have that because it makes us race, IST, or homophone. I'm speaking in code now to get around the censorship. Speaking of patriot heart, did you see the flag that was got tangled up and looked like an angel? That's the power of worldwide prayer for Trump. And it's only now, Biden even took down his political posts, his anti-Trump political posts, even though we're in the heat of an election right now. Now the administration or Joey's handlers are telling him to tell people, turn down the political temperature. Yeah, we need to turn down the political temperature. Yeah, after they're the ones, the left, fanning the flames for 8 years. It was the left fanning the flames for 8 years. The summer of love, not my president. The summer of love, not my president. Insurrection! Losers. They're the one fanning the flames for 8 years because they're losing their power and control over the hearts and minds of we the people, and they don't like it. And the rhetoric, the anti-Trump rhetoric on CNN and MSNBC is the same as it was in 2015 when Trump came down that escalator and announced to the world he was running for president. Oh, Trump is going to start World War III. Hello? We're already in World War III. Have you noticed? Jeez. My own eyes were not open until a little time after he had become president. So I'll have to admit that there. I've admitted that before on this channel. But another reason to vote for Trump because somebody's got to replace that dead firefighter, hero father, husband, Corey something I believe was his name. Anyways, that guy who shielded his wife and daughter from a bullet and in doing so gave his own life. Yeah. Yeah, and you know what the leftists say about that? You get what you get. That's your punishment for being at a Trump rally. A Trump rally is the devil's playground, according to the left. Vultures. After her, whatever happened with her in the Daily Wire or whatever, Candace Owens recently, last month now, been reposting on her own platform, simply called Candace. She is considered right-wing. She doesn't believe in the moon landing, which I find a little they say she's a flat earther. Maybe. I don't think so. I don't think she is. But she's willing to listen to people who do believe this whole flat earth thing. I don't agree 100% with her, but I'm willing to let her state her case. That's the difference. That's the difference. The left don't want to hear the right. They just want the right to shut up and die. The left wants, your opinion don't match mine, you shut up and die. You race, IST, you homophone. My personal opinion, I mean, not to undermine anything she talks about on her channel, but I think that Candace Owens is just now maybe becoming aware of certain conspiracy things that made Oliver Stone movies popular. This was actually gifted to me years ago. I have yet to open it. It's still wrapped in plastic, but apparently he's got all of them. So, he did El Salvador too. I didn't know that. I haven't seen that one yet. I have not seen Platoon. Seen Wall Street. Never saw Talk Radio. I saw Born on 4th of July. Saw The Doors. Saw JFK. Never saw Heaven and Earth. I saw Natural Born Killers. I think I saw Nixon once. Never saw U-Turn. Never saw Any Given Sunday. Nice collection. But I think Candace is now being... she's talking about this book about the 60s, the real history of the 60s, and Charles Manson, and how somehow that Charles Manson was working with the government and for brainwashing experiments and all this stuff. Okay, whatever. But I think Candace Owens is just learning about conspiracy stuff that made me watch Oliver Stone movies, the few I have seen, when I was a teenager. Not to undermine what she talks about on her channel, but I believe all viewpoints should be free, unlike the left, who wants you to shut up and die if you don't agree with them. But as long as we're talking about Candace Owens, I got to mention BLM. I made a video after this event, but a while back we had a BLM writer of poems visit our church, and yeah, that was interesting. You know, the only one who benefited from Black Lives Matter is the founder. Now they got mansions all over the place. Yeah, the founder really didn't do much for Black lives in general, but definitely helped the founder in a big way. I don't remember that day in church if after he gave his speech and everything, he opened up a forum for questions. I honestly don't remember. But even if he did, if that was the only time, and I've been going to this church for over a decade, it was the only time I was in church and I felt like I want to say something, but I don't, you know. And I don't think I was alone. I don't think I was alone. I wanted to ask questions. I wanted to dialogue, and I was like, well, I'm afraid to ask questions. I bet after all, he's black and we're all white. So what do we know? You know, just shut up and do as black and brown person says, like the left was saying at the time. And that brings me to Trump's VP pick. Like Candace was saying, and I think she is right about this, Trump needed to pick somebody who is even more MAGA than him. And I think he did with this Ohio dude, J.D. Vance. The left is going nuts because of the pick, so he must be the right guy. Yeah. I had my doubts, initially during the, at the announcements, and then I saw the American Center for Law and Justice video, and it kind of put my doubts a little bit at ease. He said he was wrong about, being anti-Trump in 2016. He acknowledges that at this point in history, Trump is definitely better for America. Better for America. Better for America. Remember those words. But you got to understand, Trump's first term, he was stuck picking people that will, he comes up and say, I want to do this, and I want to do this and this. And the president, oh, yeah, Mr. President, yeah, Trump, yes, President Trump, absolutely. And then turn around and stab him in the back. And I'm not just talking about the VP at the time. I'm talking about everybody in the swamp, in the government elitist establishment, political establishment. And now, Trump's knows how the game is played now. He is better. He knew a lot. He outsmarted Hillary Clinton. But he knows the game now. He knows the game that he needs to play now to drain this swamp that we call D.C. That's why global elitists are not happy. They've enjoyed 30, and I would argue more, 30 plus years to enjoy we the people wrapped around their little finger. Blindly, I suppose some willingly, I guess, but I was definitely in the blindly category. I grew up honestly believing I am human garbage, so I should just do whatever the perceived good, quote, leader says. And because I grew up the way I grew up, I grew up in the world that told me that was the Democratic Party. Gotta do what they say. As I stated in that other video I made a while back, you have to be we the people, you have to be a person of extreme low self-esteem to support globalism. They actually had us asking the question, how will my actions benefit Bill Gates? How will my actions benefit Hillary Clinton? How will my actions benefit George W. Bush? How will my actions benefit the criminal elitist drug lords? To quote a line from the movie The Principal, from James Belushi, no more. They know more and more people are opening their eyes every day. More and more people. What's that? That's the saying. I can't remember who said it, but it's in a Bob Marley song. You can fool all of the people some of the time. You can even fool some of the people all of the time, but you can't fool all the people all the time. Yep. It's also in a cartoon I watched when I was a child called Capital Critters. Glad I recorded that show and kept it at the time, because you never see that anywhere. About rodents and bugs living in the White House. Very interesting concept for a show. Matter of fact, now that I'm thinking about it, that Bobcat dude did one of the voices to one of the mice. The one that was experimented on a lot. Of course. And the war on terror, you can't win it because elitists rule will get no more money. Trump destroys terrorist leaders. Globalist elitists don't like that. Terrorism is their bread and butter. Terrorism is big business. It's how the global elitists pay for their stuff, their yachts, their clubs, their college scams, schools. Yeah, terrorism is big business, and it's how the global elitists pay for all the stuff they have now and all the stuff they want for themselves in the future. The leftists cry, oh, it's the end of our democracy. Oh, God, if Trump gets back in there. Oh, God. Oh, we're going to become a banana republic. Yeah, that's what they say when judges don't do their totalitarian bidding. That's why they say that. They're not accustomed to losing. They've been so comfortable with winning for 30 years, and now for the first time in a long time, they're losing. I would argue since World War II. But there's light at the end of the tunnel. Elon Musk is giving that bitter old man, George Soros, that bitter old man who's making it his mission in life to finance the demise of America. Yeah, George Soros, that guy, the guy who's financing America's demise. Yeah, he's getting a run for his money now. for all the leftist BS he supports with his money. Elon Musk, $45 million per month for pro-Trump from Elon Musk. Yep, there is light at the end of the tunnel. Mike Perlak, thanks for your time.